Here's an example using all 4 oscillators. Let's go back to our algorithm page. This allows all the oscillators to modulate each other in different combinations or completely separate. Let's use this one, which lets each one run independently. Put all the levels on the oscillators up. Put them slightly out of tune. Let's play with the coarse and fine tuning knobs and make it sound all funky. 1, 0.5, 0.5, and 2. Instead of using sine wave for each oscillator, let's go ahead and use the sawtooth instead. Let's put the 2 of these slightly out of phase with each other. That will help give us more thickness. Let's pull the decay and sustain down on each oscillator and give them a little more release. Let's put on some spread to fatten the sound. Let's put on some filter. Let's use the low-pass filter with the frequency really low and the resonance really high. Set the velocity to open the filter and let's crank this. Then boost the key up a bit. The envelope is on 0. Give the envelope a negative value to increase this effect. Now we're going to create a high-pitched sound with some string and some beat looping. We use the same algorithm, but only use 3 oscillators this time. We'll crank them up and play with their tuning ever so slightly. The first sound is going to be our strings, so we want to add some attack and lots of release. Let's pick a sawtooth. We want to put some spread on this to make it a little thicker. For oscillator B, we also want lots of attack and lots of release. We'll choose Saw 16. It has more bite to it. Let's listen to A and B together now. Let's do our high-pitched sound. Let's pick a regular sine wave. Let's throw the decay and sustain down and give it lots of release. Set the loop parameter to beat and put it on quarter notes. Now let's tone it down with a low-pass filter. And maybe a little bit of triangle LFO on it. Let's change the LFO range to high, crank the rate up, and turn up the modulation. We only need a little bit. We don't need the LFO in oscillator C or D, so let's turn them off. These are but a few quick examples, and it only scratches the surface of this plugin. Make sure you go through all the examples provided in the Help menu, and by all means check out all the presets.